Hey guys, this is Josiah. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel, being a part of this community. I really appreciate it. The fact that we are at 60 subscribers now when I was just at 50 last week is amazing. I thank you so much for all of your support. It really means a lot to me. I have a couple things that I want to talk about in this video, but I just wanted to start off with an announcement that was made 2 days ago, I think, or maybe yesterday, about Gladiator 2 coming, and Ridley Scott is going to be involved with it. And I just wanted to give my thoughts about it. So basically what I think, I know a lot of people are not very happy about this, and they're like,
we don't need a Gladiator sequel.
And I have to say I agree. I don't think we need a Gladiator sequel, but at the same time, I think it's okay that we're getting one. And what I mean by that is, there's nothing that a Gladiator 2 can do that will tarnish what was the first Gladiator film. The first Gladiator film will always be a masterpiece, a classic, a perfect film, and nothing that a sequel does will ever tarnish the first one. I have a perfect example of this too. The first Hobbit films came out not very long ago, about 10 years or so after the Lord of the Rings trilogy. The Lord of the Rings trilogy is a perfect set of films. Those films are incredible masterpieces that will always be classics. The Hobbit films, not that great. I mean, they were fine for their own merit, but comparatively to the Lord of the Rings films, not very good, and they didn't really stand up to what we all know as the Lord of the Rings masterpieces. But that never really tarnished the Lord of the Rings trilogy at all. The Hobbit films, if anything, have been kind of forgotten and are still just overshadowed by how great the Lord of the Rings films are. And so that's just kind of an example I have of nothing that a sequel to another movie does will ever tarnish how good the first one is if the first film is really that great. And Gladiator is one of those types of films that is just a masterpiece. So there's nothing that can tarnish that. And I just want to give some clarification here. I don't really call very many films perfect movies. I don't really use that phrase very often because I don't think there's that many perfect movies out there. But what I would say is, what I mean by a perfect movie, I think that a perfect movie is kind of a subjective opinion, but at the same time, the way that I would use it is a perfect movie is a film that nails it creatively and technically in every way, in such a way that it doesn't need any sort of improvements or any reworks or anything like that. So I wouldn't use that for very many movies, but there are some movies that I would consider to be perfect movies by my own standards. So moving on from this, I think Gladiator 2 will be okay because Ridley Scott is going to be involved with it. He's going to be heavily involved with it. And if that's the case, then I think that the film will do fine because Ridley Scott is incredible, and he does a great job with his movies and stuff, even if I am not the biggest fan of some of his movies. But he did bring back his Alien franchise, and he did so in a way that I find enjoyable. I think he has done really well, especially with Alien Covenant. I really enjoyed that film, and I thought that was a pretty good follow-up for the series. Prometheus, I kind of have some mixed feelings about that film, but that's besides the point. I don't really want to go down that rabbit trail right now or anything, but I think that because Ridley Scott is going to be involved with this, I think it'll do at least okay. I think it'll do fine. Gladiator 2 will be a film that I'm not overly hyped for, but it's definitely a film that I'm going to watch when it comes out and at least give a chance. These are just kind of a couple extra things I want to talk about. I just want to touch briefly on opinions. The fact that there's already 60 people that are part of my channel and stuff is amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate every comment that you guys leave because I love discussion and I love talking about the things that we enjoy. And so if you have an opinion that is opposing to my opinion, that is totally fine. I want you to share with me because I want to talk with you guys about these things. Even if we don't come to a conclusion or anything, the fact that we can have discussions with different opinions is fantastic, and that's the sort of community that I want to build here. But I want to say that even if it does ever turn into debates or anything, or if we have heated discussions. I don't ever want it to become arguments. I think that if we can have conversations that are respectful, even respectful of each other's opinions when they don't align, I think that that is amazing, and that is the sort of community that I want to have. So if you guys have any issues with any of my opinions, feel free to let me know in the comments below. You don't have to be rude about it, but if you want to have respectful conversations about that, I think that's fantastic. I feel like that's something that our world needs more of, are respectful conversations where we try to understand each other's point of views, even if we don't necessarily agree with them. And one last thing, I might make a separate video about this as well, but I kind of want to start doing movie news segments, maybe on a daily basis, where I just spend just even a minute, making a minute-long video, just talking about some of the different news pieces for movies and stuff that have come out that day, and kind of give my brief thoughts about it, and then you guys can chime in the comments and we can have some conversations from there. Let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in, and because I'm heavily involved in news media and just movie talks and discussions in general, I'm very aware of what all is happening in the Hollywood realm and just films in general and stuff. So yeah, I feel like I'd be pretty capable to bring you guys movie news segments and stuff like that. Maybe even touching on TV and video games as well. But with all that being said, thank you so much for all your support. It really means a lot to me. We're at 60 subscribers. That's fantastic. And it's not my channel, it's our channel. And I want to make that very clear. What we can build here as a community is fantastic. I've already had so many great conversations with you guys, and I look forward to getting to know you guys better as we continue to build this channel. So thank you so much for all of your support. I love our community already. There's so many great people here, and I look forward to making another video for you guys very soon. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a happy Sunday, and I'll talk to you very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.